Welcome back, everyone. We're in the upper bracket semi-final here between ROOTKiwikaki and Fnatic MSI's Sen. He is using the softball tag because that's just the account he uses on the US server, but we are currently tied 1-1. It is going to be Zelnug Caverns for the final game of this matchup. It is best of three. Winner of this will go on to face QXE in the upper bracket final, which will be a best of five match, I believe. So, I am Unstable, joined here by Benji, and really, this Void Ray player is getting a lot of practice out in these tournaments so far.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's so strong. You can open that. First of all, having double Stargates really denies a muta play, uh, which is such a strong opening from Zerg these days. You get enough mutas up, pretty much control the map and can harass pretty much infinitely. And not only that, forces Hydras, and then you can transition into Colossus if you need to, or just win the game.
Yeah, definitely. It certainly didn't help Sen that Kiwikaki did get that pylon block off. Unfortunately, he didn't have that extra drone patrolling at the bottom of his ramp to stop that, and we do have Sen lagging. Oh, there we go.
Yep. I don't think he's going to be able to get that Forge contain off this game, obviously. Sen's obviously going to be waiting for it. Plus, a Forge opening really doesn't work too well on this map.
Yeah, definitely. We do have that scout coming now for Kiwikaki. You're going to see that there is no spawning pool yet. Well, there shouldn't be one yet. There's only just 14 supply now. I don't know. Sen does have beastly macro, but he can also have extremely accurate micro as well. So he can really play both ends of the spectrum if he wants to. The same for Kiwikaki as well, as we just saw. But looks like Sen has opted for the spawning pool first this time.
Yeah, you might have been going for the hatch and then realized, hey, the probe's there. I'm probably not going to get it. Let's just put that pull down anyway. Getting gas as well, so maybe a speedling opening here, maybe just wanting early gas.
Yeah, it's really up to him. He will probably want to try and take out this probe as quick as possible to get his expansion up. At the same time, Kiwikaki doesn't have the option, as he did with the last map, to go for that fast expand. So we'll probably see some kind of early expand build come from him, like 3-gate sentry expand along those lines to help him out.
It's pretty hard to expand this map as Protoss because your natural's so open. I mean, you can't go sort of one gate expand safely. If your opponent scouts it, they can just do like a roach all in and just pretty much win it. Kind of have to get those 3 gates up, get a bunch of sentries, and slowly move your way down there. Which, compared to that last game where your second building was pretty much a nexus, so completely different income he's going to have here, and he's going to probably be behind on bases to start here.
Yeah, definitely. So he has cleared away that probe, or he hasn't cleared it away, but Kiwikaki has retreated that probe, knows that Lings are coming, doesn't want to lose it unnecessarily. So Sen will have the option to expand. Here we go. Here's a drone coming out now. So he will be gaining a 2-base coming up, as we do have a second gateway from Kiwikaki. No third one as of yet. He doesn't have the cash to do so. But I like the fact that Sen is just sending his Lings out automatically. He does have that Overlord, having a scout see what's going on. A sentry is on its way. But oh, nicely done by Kiwikaki, duking around those Lings somehow, and he's going to get a scout of what's happening inside Sen's base.
Yep, just checking. See the expansion there. Probably going to go up here, check for a roach warren. I mean, if there are going to be roach pushes early coming, you kind of want to see it here. Just sees a pretty average base though. You know, gas, supporting pool. You obviously see speed being done as well. I mean, that's a bit of scouting information he's got there. This probe probably might get out of there actually. Speed is a bit from being completed. He's getting chased down though.
We do have two more sentries coming out for Kiwikaki, so we will be seeing that sentry fast expand as the pylon goes down at the bottom of the ramp. Link speed almost done for Sen. Unfortunately, it's really hard for Zerg to pressure with speedlings against this sentry heavy expand, just because there's so many force fields that you can go.
Yeah, especially that one zealot there. I mean, 3 Lings do not beat a zealot. 4 do, but with the sentries there, he's just going to have to dance around here. Only thing he can really do is look to pick off that probe as it goes to make that nexus. But really, only 3 Lings, not going to be able to do much damage at all. But Sen here can just play a macro game. I mean, his opponent does not have a base up yet. He can pump drones pretty safely. He knows his opponent is trying to expand. So obviously no aggression is going to come out from Kiwikaki.
And there we go, there goes the expansion. We do have a Roach Warren down here for Sen as well. His expansion is now up and running. He still only has that one gas, no lair on the way as yet. But he does have creep tumors already out, so we will be expanding that creep as fast as he can. And we do have a Forge now for Kiwikaki. Wants to try and wall this off between the Nexus and his ramp to stop any kind of Ling run-bys, as we saw Chef do versus Axlav really effectively. We do have Hallucination on the way as well.
Yeah, pretty standard opening here. Hallucination, obviously, using it to make a Phoenix and to scout up just to see what Sen's doing. He's going to see the Roach Warren and realize that Roach pressure, probably into Hydras, is going to be coming. Might want to add on Robo when he sees that.
Yeah, right now it's turning into the pretty standard macro game between a mid game between these two players. Both of them are keeping fairly on par with each other income wise. Sen is pulling slightly ahead in the drone count, but once this second Nexus gets up and running, Kiwikaki will be able to handle that fairly efficiently. We do have the lair going down at the expansion here for Sen, though. He's got 10 drones in production.
I like him putting it as expansion because it gives it more health, obviously. You can make it live for a bit longer with that. But if you lose that expansion, you're pretty much going to be out of the game. Obviously, being on one base is not that good. So, I mean, some people might say it's risky, but if you do lose that base anyway, you're pretty much going to lose the game anyway. I'm curious when Sen's going to take his third base, though. Like, is he going to do some aggression here, or is he going to try and get his macro up even higher? Has actually taken that third base at this point in time.
Yeah, well, both of his main and his natural are fairly well saturated right now. If I'm just having a look at the drone counts here, we are looking at 49 drones to 37 probes. And we do have that hallucinated Phoenix going out for a scout at the moment, but we do see... There's the Stargate. So
Actually, he has sent two as well, so might be trying to fake that he has gone Stargate, but no, he's actually going to... Is he going to see the third's the question, though?
there we go.
And
Yes, he
he
will. There is no rocks here, so it's going to be hard for Sen to be able to deal with it. Hopefully, Sen realizes that there was no damage done on that Overlord. So he will realize that's a hallucinated Phoenix, but a real one's going to be following it up. No, it's actually going to be a Void Ray.
Yeah, I'm curious as to why he sent two Phoenixes. Like, right now, they're sitting there doing nothing. If he takes a bit of energy, he might have just be like the same scouting off. Still, those rocks are going to go down, and Sen in a very good spot. His lair is up. He's getting a Hydra Den up as well. Just playing really solid here.
Yeah, very solid play by both players so far. Sen getting all of his gas now. He is getting a Hydra Den up and running. But just so many Void Rays coming out. I think we might see a mix of Colossus and Void Rays coming out from Kiwikaki.
Yeah, he's getting the Robo on now. So he's got one Robo, one Stargate, which is... I don't really see that too often. I actually just see his Void Ray come down and probably try and pick off this third here. As far as anti-air goes, he doesn't have anything. Queen doesn't have any creep down to that third base. This might actually be hard to hold off.
Yeah, definitely. There is one Queen coming across. There's no Hydras on the way yet. But it is charged. This Void Ray's charged. If he notices, there we go. He's going straight for that Queen. And he will be able to take it out because thankfully it is charged. Taking a lot of damage on the armor, though. There are more Queens coming down. Oh, he's going to get the Transfuse. No, he doesn't have enough energy.
No energy, yeah.
Yeah.
So he kills a Queen and doesn't lose his Void Ray for that. So that's nice work there by Kiwikaki. Small little game there. Forcing 150 minerals out of Sen to get another Queen. But he didn't lose his hatchery, which is great for Sen at least. If he lost that, he'd just be in a very terrible spot. Void Ray, though, harassing his roaches in the middle of the map, though. Killing a few kills here.
Yeah, it is charged. There goes a burrow, so it will be able to save Sen's units from that. He is getting tunneling claws to help deal with those sentries, which is good. That's becoming the standard response just all day. Is we see sentry expand, we see burrowed roach coming in from the Zerg player. Unfortunately, it takes a little bit longer than Zergs would like to get all those upgrades.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
tunneling claws is going to finish. Oh, right on time as the observer gets there as well. They do have roach speed, so they will be able to jump away from these Void Rays. As we don't.
I like how
we do have some
Kiwikaki's
Hydras
taking
as
a
well.
third as well. Like, he's not trying to put pressure on the Zerg player. He's just trying to keep up with the expansions. It's a very good move by him.
Yeah, definitely. This creep spread is starting to take control now as well. The further this can go, the better it will be for Sen. He does scout this third base. Looks like he's going to go try and pressure it, as he does have those roaches and hydras. Only 3 Void Rays for Kiwikaki so far. He has a lot of sentries, though. And here comes some links, so it's going to be very good. Oh, nice force fields there by Kiwikaki. He has enough energy, but he does have that observer around to help deal with that. And oh, unluckily for Sen, he unburrowed just before that second line of force fields. And looks like we're trying to see some burrow micro coming in from Sen, but just that observer there is really shutting that down. And these Void Rays are going to be able to chase him down now.
Yeah, his army was quite large to start with, but just perfect force fields there by Kiwikaki, basically destroying that army. He's got a lot of Hydras in his base now. Kiwikaki should pull back from this, just way too many Hydras, but losing a few units unnecessarily here. Force fields, there you go.
Nicely done by Kiwikaki, managing to get himself away without losing too many units. If we have a look, he's adding more and more gateways. We're at 68 probes to 70 drones. Sen trying to take the 4th base as a gold now. If we have a look in the main base here, we don't see any upgrades for Sen yet. Oh no, there it is. We got +1 attack with the +1 armor coming up. We got lots more Hydras on the way. We do not have a robotics bay. We got a second Stargate coming out though, so we're going to be seeing more of that Void Ray play. Unfortunately, it's really hard for me to see how Sen can deal with this many Void Rays. Like, we've seen so many good players go down to it recently.
He's in a better spot this game to deal with it, I think. Like, he's got a lot more Hydras up this game. His natural, obviously, was not denied for so long. He's in a better position to stop this, but stopping it is a completely different question. Mass Hydra is what he's going to need, though. Hydras do very well against gateway units. Obviously, pretty much the only unit that can kill Void Ray Phoenix. So he's going to need to get a lot of Hydras with upgrades, and hopefully he can take it out if he engages in a great spot.
Yeah, +1 air weapons are coming out for Kiwikaki, as well as the +1 armor. We got +2 coming out for Sen. And he does have those Overlords scouting a lot of what's going on. More and more gateways being added by Kiwikaki. A Spire now going down for Sen, though.
Yeah, this is, dare I say, I'm going to say it's sort of allow him to get corrupt as quickly if he needs to. Obviously, if he has as many Hydras, Colossus are always a massive worry. So just being able to pump on and add out like 5 or 6 Corruptors if he needs to very quickly is just very good. Also, so he can go for Hive and get Broodlords later, probably.
Yeah, we do have these Hydras. See, the problem with these Hydras is they are ridiculously slow off creep, and it's hard to reposition themselves, especially when force fields are in the mix as well. We do have 6 Void Rays already, almost 8 coming out for Kiwikaki.
He's getting his infestation pit down too, so Sen might be looking to get Hive Tech up pretty quickly here.
Yeah, he would want to try and fungal growth those Void Rays so they can't run away from the Hydras, which will be a great move. And, oh, almost snipes that Hallucinated Phoenix, but unfortunately doesn't get it. And we do have 5 Corruptors on the way as well, and looks like Kiwikaki might be moving out here. He's at 183 supply to Sen's 200. And it looks like Sen might catch Kiwikaki off guard. No, Kiwikaki does see that army sitting there and decides to pull back. Great choice by him. And he is transferring into Templar Tech to help deal with this many Hydras.
Yeah, definitely a good move by him. Hydras are very weak versus Templar Tech. We have an engagement here in the open. This position here favors Sen quite a lot. Very open. Force field's going down, but is there enough?
Still lots and lots of Hydras. The Void Rays aren't having a chance to charge up, but they are just melting through these Hydras left, right, and center. Kiwikaki still at 167 supply. Sen rebuilding as many as he possibly can. He's got 30 Lings and 17 Hydras on the way.
Wow, I honestly thought that'd be less one-sided than it was, but apparently charged up, or not even charged up Void Rays just do so much damage.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully the Lings can even this up a little bit. We got 19 Roaches on the way as well. But looks like
Kiwikaki out of position.
Kiwikaki trying to bring it in here, as we do have Corruptors going to work on these Void Rays. More Hydras, great force fields by Kiwikaki everywhere. More and more Hydras being pulled in. Sen pulling drones as well.
Yeah, he needed to pull drones there. It's just way too many units. Void Ray count's going down. He's only got 5 left. He's going to lose, 4 left. So at least he's killing most of these Void Rays. And if these all die, dare I say, Hydras and Roaches are going to completely decimate that ground army. And Sen holds that off, but loses a lot of drones doing so.
Yeah, most definitely. Actually, no, it looks like he's at 78 to 76, so he's still okay. These Void Rays will be able to clean up the rest of these Roaches, though, unfortunately. But these Roaches are really pulling their weight.
Yeah, he's going to need to pull back from here, but in that time, Kiwikaki's managed to get his gold up. So Kiwikaki keeping up with bases, which is really, really bad for Sen. Like, letting Protoss get to 4 bases is just horrible. He's going to try and counterattack him here, but no anti-air against these 3 Void Rays. He's going to lose a lot of units doing this.
And Kiwikaki does let that Nexus finish just to be taken out. But like a second later, unfortunately, all his drones are out of, all his probes are out of position too. But looks like we do have reinforcements coming in for Kiwikaki. The Templars do have Storm now, so they will be able to deal with Hydras extremely effectively. And it's going to come down to what Sen can do to now counter the Void Rays.
Yeah, Sen got his infestation pit and hasn't actually done anything with it. Like, he still hasn't got his Hive. He hasn't even upgraded either thing, and either upgrade hasn't even got infested. So I want to know what he's using that for. Perhaps wanted Hive, but just hasn't in favor of units to hold that push.
Yeah, looks like Sen's going in for it again. Does not want Kiwikaki to get that 4th base. Notices there is a lot of units there. These Hydras are going to get really mulched up by that Templars off creep. So Sen really needs to work on that creep spread. Needs to get it up as far as possible. He is still on 4 bases. Both players are now mined out in their mains. And we are having Immortals join the fray here for Kiwikaki as well.